What is up, guys? Zabza here, bringing you another X and Y friend battle. Wi-Fi battles are coming soon, guys. I'm making a team as we speak, and it's more than halfway done. So, look at my opponent's team. I'm assuming he's using an in-game team. I mean, he may not be, but it's just a safe assumption. Just looking at it, it's pretty obvious that his Mega is Mega Charizard, and you know what? Despite there being 5 Pokemon, he actually put up a pretty good fight in this battle. So, threats I have to look out for are pretty much everything. I mean, well, besides, no, even Raichu can hit kinda hard when it wants to, so yeah. Well, actually, now that I take a closer look, Lucario could be the Mega, but in the battle, it was, just spoilers, it was Charizard. But enough with my rambling, let's get to the battle. So my opponent today is actually a random guy on, well, the built-in battle finder that's in the game. But, I decided to upload this battle because it was actually a pretty good battle with a lot of prediction early on. So he's going to start off with his Tyrantrum as I go straight out into my Burnt Emblem because I don't want to get hit by a Rock-type move. However, he actually predicts this and goes for the Earthquake. This makes me think, okay, I'm dealing with someone who knows their stuff. I better be on my game. It's not just some kind of in-game battle with another passerby. This is actually for keeps. So I'm going to go for the King Shield to get off some leftover recovery as he goes for another Earthquake. I'm going to pull back, go into my Dean, who's going to resist that Earthquake like it's nothing. And I'm going to be able to hit back with a Hammer Arm. However, he pulls back and goes into his Charizard, which is going to take that quite nicely, and, I'm definitely going to need to get the hell out of dodge. So I'm going to pull back, go into my Charlie, my Blastoise, who's going to be able to take that Flamethrower like it's nothing. Just, what a champ. He goes for the Mega, and I don't know why he didn't switch out. I mean, I guess he decided to just go for the Drought to weaken my water attacks. So I guess that's something. He goes for the Fly to get off some damage, as I go for the Surf, and you know what, I'm just going to go for the Mega now. Since he went Mega, I'll go Mega. Because my Mega Boost should cancel out that drop in the power I got from Drought. So he's going to pull back his Charizard, go into his Raichu, as I actually decided to go for Waterfall to finish him off, because I didn't want to waste another Surf. But that was my mistake because he actually gets the static on me, which is really unfortunate, but it doesn't really affect my Blastoise too much considering he's already dirt slow. So, predicting the electric move, he goes for Electro Ball. I go into my Garchomp as he goes into his Greninja, and I go for the Dragon Rush. However, he avoids it, and I'm actually predicting the Ice-type move here, so I'm going to pull back, go into my Charlie, pretty much as fodder, but I know that in-game Greninjas don't usually have Protean. However, he actually goes for the Surf, I'm guessing predicting a switch into something else, then the Hydro Pump, which is going to do a bit of damage, and I go for the Focus Blast, which I missed twice, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to hit this thing if it's the last damn thing I do, except I get paralyzed, and I'm like, crap! So now, I just pretty much wasted my Blastoise, so I go into Dean, who's going to be able to knock it out, as he goes for the Hydro Cannon, hello! And that does a lot of damage, but you know what? I've got my Citrus Berry. I'm going to get back up to near full, and as he recharges, I'm going to go for the Hammer Arm and knock him out. So now, that's a big pain in the ass out of the way. He's going to pull back, or he's going to switch into his PJ again, get the Sun up again, which is annoying. And I'm going to pull back and go into my Charlie, pretty much a spotter, because he's like at no HP. As he goes for the Flamethrower, and, I had no HP. He was definitely going to get knocked out. So I'm going to go into my Blaziken, and here it may seem confusing, but I actually went into my Blaziken as a feint. I double out into my Burnt Emblem as he goes for the Fly, because I knew he'd go for the Fly to get some leftovers recovery, and I'm going to go for the King Shield so that way he'll reduce his attack. Now, the whole reason I was doing this was to get like a few extra turns of leftovers recovery, because now I can go for the Shadow Sneak and knock him out from that range, because I have massive attack. So, leftovers recovery 3 times, I'm looking really good. He goes into his Tyrantrum, I go for the King Shield again, because I know that I don't want to take an Earthquake, and, I'm going to take the Earthquake anyway, but at least this way I'm going to take it in Shield form, which is going to do a lot less damage than it would have. So, I go for the Iron Head, almost one-shot him, and just so I can knock him out, I'm going to go for the Shadow Sneak, completely KO him, and I'm looking pretty good right now. He goes into his Lucario, I'm going to go for the Stance Change, Shield Form, and, he goes for Close Combat, and I guess a lot of people are forgetting that Aegis Slash is part Ghost, so yeah. I'm going to go for the Sacred Sword, knock him out, and that is the end of Lucario. So I'm looking really good right now. This battle's almost in the bag. He goes into his Raichu as I go into my shield form because I need to be in shield form to take these attacks. If I'm not in shield form, I will get one shot. So he goes for the Thunderbolt, and I go for the Sacred Sword, and, you know, static is static, which sucks, which means I'm going to get paralyzed. But it's really good because I don't get fully paralyzed. I can go for the Shadow Sneak and knock him out. So a lot of prediction early game, really good battle for in-game teams, really fun. So on to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, I want to ask you guys a question. Would you be interested in me doing a little series on my LP channel called Pokemon X and Y Tips and How-Tos? I mean, I'm sure other people are doing it. I mean, it's not a very original idea, but I was thinking that, you know, maybe I could help you guys out when it comes to IV breeding or EV training, getting items, stuff like that. The first video I want to do, though, is I want to do about breeding because that can be really confusing, and there's a lot of tools that are available to us now that we didn't have before. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Like that video? Why don't you hit the like button or maybe subscribe to my channel? Or better yet, check out the artists who make this all possible.